So yes, now we are recording and so welcome everyone. Glad to see you all. Glad to see you're all healthy. Yeah, it is a Tuesday and I think I need this practice. So I'd like for everyone to get comfortable wherever you are. Yeah. Feeling down through the body to the floor, all the way down, and just release and relax, starting from the top of the head down to the tips of the toes. Relax those shoulders. And just notice your breath. Notice those sensations associated with breathing, inhaling and exhaling. Listening for sounds here in the house. It's very quiet this morning here. Coming into the present moment. And remember, you can move and adjust when you're centering to find more connection with the earth, to be able to release and soften. And now let the breath deepen. Inhaling more fully, exhaling slowly. Just rolling that inhale from the belly into the upper chest. And on your exhale, allow the belly to actually settle back toward the spine, emptying the lungs. Then inhaling again, clear up to the up under the collarbones. Feeling the chest lift as you inhale and the belly soften and release as you exhale. Let's all take one deep inhale in. And exhaling, Ujjayi breath. Oh, good. Opening the eyes, moving ease gently and easily here. Now move back to the mat. Ooh, a little pops in the knees as I pop down there. So great. Bring the arms wide, the palms down toward the floor, and then turn the palms toward the front of the mat. And we'll do our heart openers here, drawing the hands back as you inhale. Take the gaze up to the ceiling. And then exhale and bring the hands down to the knees, chin toward the chest. As you inhale, expanding wide, and go where it feels okay for you to start with here. Opening and exhale. Don't overdo it. Remember, less is more in yoga. No pain. And if I ask or tell you to do something that just doesn't feel good, then just don't do that. Exhale and round. And one more time, taking the arms wide, draw the arms and hands back. And exhale, chin toward the chest. Inhaling here, just lift up tall, draw the shoulders back. Bring the elbows down beside the body. Let the shoulders release down and back. Gently move the head, keep the neck relaxed. Breathing through the nose, and occasionally, if you want, you can exhale through the mouth, that's fine. Just some gentle movements of the head now. You can let the chin drop and roll the chin to the one side and then the other. You can move one ear toward one shoulder and the other ear toward the other shoulder. Exhaling, inhaling, bring the shoulders up to the ears and then take the points of the shoulders back. Bring the shoulder blades toward the center and down onto the back. Good, take a breath. Exhaling, release. Inhaling, draw the shoulders up toward the ears. And then bring the shoulders back and down. Eyes can be open or closed here. One breath. And release the shoulders. Good. Inhaling one more time. Bring the shoulders up toward the ears. And now take the shoulders back, shoulder blades sort of center and down, holding these shoulders back. Gently moving the head. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. And exhaling, release. Good. Bring the left hand across. Let's do that gentle twist to the right. Exhaling. Inhaling, coming to center. And now the right hand across and a gentle twist to the left. And coming back to center. And I like that extended twist. So let's go to the right, reaching back with the right arm. And coming to center as we exhale, and that extended twist to the left. Yes, reaching back through the fingertips, exhaling, come back to center. Good. All right, some gentle circles here, coming forward, and take the body out to the right, coming back, chin drops, and inhaling to the left and up. Shoulders draw back, exhaling as you come back, chin drops, inhaling, coming forward, gaze lifts, exhaling back. One more circle this direction. Nothing major here, just gentle. Let's go the other way to the right, coming forward, chin lifts, exhaling back. And if you want, as you come forward and the head gaze lifts, you can jet the jaw forward. And then exhaling, chin toward the chest. One more big circle, coming forward, pressing the jaw forward. And exhaling back. releasing back, and take a breath back here. And as you inhale, come to the upright seat. Just take the right hand out in front, draw it in toward the shoulder, spread the fingers wide, thumbs pointing up to the ceiling. And you're tall as you're reaching forward, but drawing that arm back into the shoulder. And as you inhale, staying strong through the arm, let the hand lift up to the ceiling. Good, reach up there, turn the palm toward the front of the mat. Now bring that hand back, reaching up and back. Keep the neck relaxed, still gazing toward the ceiling. Noticing that opening across the shoulder and back up through the arm and the hand. Bring the hand back up to the ceiling, turn the palm to the left, reach up there and exhale, bring that arm down. All right. Shake it out. Notice those sensations. Yes. And bring the left hand up. Reaching forward, strong through the arm. Inhaling, take the hand up. Reaching, palm to the front. Now reach back and up. And bringing the hand back to the ceiling, root down through the sit bone as you reach high. And exhale, release. Yes. All right, good, good job. And bring the hands out to the side, turn the fingertips up toward the ceiling, strong through the arms, pressing out through the heels of the hands. Draw the pinky fingers back toward your face. Gently move your head, stay relaxed in the neck. Don't let the shoulders come up to the ears. Breathe. One more breath. And now bring the palms down toward the floor, fingers together with the thumbs, or make a fist. And now everything down toward the floor, turning those knuckles and fingers down. Take a deep breath in. And exhaling, release and bring the hands down to the floor. Good. Take a moment here, just release. Settling down through the sitting bones, sits bones, down to the floor. Bring the hands out to the side. Lift up tall, turn the palms up. Inhaling, take the hands to the ceiling. Exhaling, reach wide as the hands come down. Jaya breath. Inhaling, the hands lift. Gaze lifts. Exhale as the hands come down. Take up space. Stay long length. Inhaling, coming up. Exhaling, hands come down. Coming back to that upright seat. And gentle movements here. Let the shoulders release. And bring the hands out in front, palms face in. And as you inhale, bring those hands up. Turn the palms to the front. And now strong through the heels of the hands. And strong through the arms as you exhale, the arms and hands down. Inhaling, palms turn in, reaching, fingers spread, lifting, reaching high. Exhaling, pressing forward through the heels of the hands, drawing the pinkies back toward your face. And one more time, inhaling, lifting those hands and arms. Reach up there. And exhale, bring the right hand down, arc over to your right. Lifting the gaze up to the left. Inhaling the right hand up. And now exhale the left hand down and arcing to the left, rooting through the right sits bone. Reach up and over. And inhaling, bringing the left hand up. Exhale, reach wide. Again, space. Come over onto all fours. To table. With the fingers spread wide, thumbs pointing to the center of the mat. Inhale, lift the gaze, draw the elbows in toward the center of the mat. And as you exhale, round, bring the hips back toward the heels. Inhaling, bring the elbows down between the knees and the wrists. Coming forward, and now press with the hands, lifting back up, turning the gaze ahead. Now rounding as you exhale, hips come back toward the heels. Good. Bring those elbows down, inhaling, coming forward, and then lifting up. Exhaling, round. Hips move back. 2 more. Elbows come down, inhaling forward and up. Exhaling round, and the hips come back. With the hips back toward the heels, just let those hands reach toward the front of the mat. And now release the head down between the arms. Again, crawling those fingers even closer to the top of the mat. Hips back toward the heels. And then let the head release. Strong through the arms, pressing the hands down into the mat. Fingers are gripping the mat. And with each exhale, let the head settle a little bit closer down toward the mat. As the head lowers here, you're actually lifting those elbows, inner rotating those arms, lifting the points of the elbows up toward the ceiling. One more breath. Lift the head now, inhaling, come up and forward into knee plank. Shoulder blades come onto the back. Hands strong on the mat. Draw the elbows in toward the body. And now lower halfway. Feel the arms touching the sides of the body. Press back up. Exhaling, lower. And press back up. And exhaling, lower. And press back up. Take those hips back toward the heels. Right. Again, letting the head drop down toward the mat. Inner rotating those arms so the points of the elbows are lifted. And now lifting the head, coming forward to knee plank. It's strong here. Exhale and lower halfway. Press back up. And lower halfway. And press back up. And lower halfway. And press back up. Hips come back toward the heels. Bring those arms in. Rest your head on the crossed arms or on a block. And just breathe. Yeah, okay. Walk those hands out to the top of the mat. Inhaling, come up into table, and your hands are a little further up ahead here. And now come on to your right knee, right outside edge of the foot. Bring the left foot up, turn it, the toes out. We're coming into side plank here. And that right knee can be on the mat, or you can straighten that right leg and then lift the left arm to the ceiling. Ah, good. 3 or 5 deep breaths. One more. Good. Bring the right knee down, bring the left hand down. Take that left knee back. Yes, breathe. Now bring the weight to the left knee. Bring the right foot up, turn the toes out. Find your pose, and now straighten that right leg, or that left leg, or not. Two more deep breaths. And exhaling, bring that right hand down, bring the left knee down, take that right knee back, come to your resting pose, take a deep breath. Yes. Coming back up into table. Extend the right leg with the toes down. Now you get long, let the right hip drop. Long and strong, lift that right foot hip height, extending the left arm, awkward pose. And bring the left elbow and the right knee together, exhaling in. Inhaling, extend out. Exhale in. Inhale out. Last one, exhaling. Inhale out. Okay. One more breath. And bring the left hand down, take that right foot out to the side, slide it toward the front of the mat. Take a moment here, come up onto spider fingers. Right foot is flat on the floor. And when you're where you want to be, just gently, gently move the hips toward the back of the mat. Try and stay long from the top of the head to the tailbone here. Long spine, long neck. One more breath. Good. Lift that right leg, bring the knee back, come back to your resting pose. Inhaling, come back into table. Extend the left leg, toes on the mat. Again, long shoulder to heel of the foot. And bring the foot hip height, extending the right arm, awkward pose. Stay strong, pushing back through the heel. Keep that foot lifted, lifting that right arm. The gaze is straight down at the mat. And right elbow and left knee together. Inhaling, extend. Exhale in. Inhale out. Exhale in. And inhale out. One more deep breath. And bringing the right hand down, take that foot out to the left, slide it forward. Yes. On to spider fingers. Remember the sequence here. You find the posture that works for you, feels okay for you, and you breathe, and then you surrender to the posture. Hips gently moving toward the back of the back. A little bend in that left knee. One more breath. And coming forward, take that left foot back, hip height. And then bring the left knee down beside the right. Take a breath in table, come back to your resting pose, whatever feels good. So come to standing up on the knees, standing on your knees. We're going to do gate. So extend that the right foot out to the right. Toes point away. The shoulders toward the top of the mat, the front of the mat. And you can use a block, or you can come down to the floor with that left hand. Either way. Figure out what feels right. And now see if you can get long, lifting the right arm, and then let that right arm drop past the face. And if you got something, a mirror, something you can see if your fingertips, there's a line from the fingertips to the toes. Pressing the hips toward the front of the mat, drawing the right shoulder back. 2 deep breaths. And coming up, take the right hand to the inside of the right leg and arc over that right leg. And lifting back up, take the left hand back down to the block of the floor, lift that right leg, reach to the ceiling. Again, press the hips toward the front of the mat, breathe. One more breath. Exhale, bring that right leg down. Come back to your resting pose. Take a deep breath. The resting pose can be hero, it can be child's pose, it can be table, it can be whatever feels good. Long, deep breaths. Good. Now move the block over to the other side if you're using a block. Coming back to the knees, extending the left foot out to the side, toes point away. Right hand comes down the block or the floor. Again, getting along from the top of the head down to those pointed toes. And then reach to the ceiling and let the arm drop past the face. Reach. Stay strong. One more deep breath. And as you exhale, take that left arm up to the inside of the left leg, opening to the left, or arcing over to the left. And bring the right hand up. Come back to the block or the floor. Lift that left leg. Flex the left foot. Press those hips to the front of the mat. And breathe. One more deep breath. Exhale, the hand comes down. Bring that left foot back in. Come to your resting pose. And for me, after that, hero is what feels good to me. And come to resting your hips back on toward the heels or on a block. And my big toes are touching back there. Good. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. Now come back, bringing the hands behind the feet. Press with the hands to move the chest toward the ceiling. Let the head fall back. Good. Now take the gaze straight ahead off the end of the front end of the mat and lift the knees, bend the elbows. And now settle those knees toward the mat. So you find that sensation in the quads. I think that's where you're going to feel it. Lift up just a bit, put those knees down onto the mat, lift the hips up toward the ceiling. Again, the head falls back. Two more deep breaths. And exhaling, the hips come down. Yeah, come into your resting pose, whatever that is. Take a deep breath. Good. All right. Come over into table. Curl the toes, and then lift into downward facing dog. Oh boy, okay, first time for those hamstrings. Working the heels one at a time. And now step the feet toward the hands. Come to half lift as you inhale. Belly presses toward the toes, long through the spine and long neck. Exhale, bend the knees, belly down to the thighs, top of the head toward the floor. Exhale. Again with the heels. Tip the heels turned out slightly. Feel the weight pressing down through the front part of the feet, the pads of the toes. And then bend the knees, press with the feet and round up. Coming to that mountain pose, the arms come wide, coming up with the hands and arms. Reaching strong through the legs, and you exhale into mountain pose. Good. Little ragdoll here. Yeah, okay. Finding your mountain pose from the bottom up, from the feet all the way to the top of the head, the shoulders back, hips roll under just a little bit, stacking the shoulders over the hips over the heels. And then the arms come strong, fingers spread. Inhale the hands up. Exhale, arc over to your right. Inhaling, bring the right arm up. Exhale, arcing left. And inhale up. Take the arms wide and now twist, looking back toward that right hand. Inhaling up. Exhale, twisting left. And inhaling up. Hands come through the heart, hinging with a long spine, bending those knees, releasing into forward fold. Head face toward the knees. And now really bend the knees and get long here. Reach forward with the hands, press with the feet coming up. Exhaling back. Inhaling up, take the gaze straight ahead, draw the arms back by the ears, reach, exhale, mountain pose. And release. Okay, good. Got to do our sun salutation here. Inhale and bring the hands up. Exhale, diving forward now into the forward fold. Again, top of the head releases toward the mat, pressing the hips to the ceiling. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, hands come down into plank. Inhale, exhale, lower. Inhale, cobra. Feel the tops of those toes on the mat. One more breath. Bring the knees down to curl the toes. Strong, straight as a board, press up and back, downward dog. Two more deep breaths and down dog. And then step or float to the top of the mat. Come to half lift. Feel the feet on the mat, toes touching the mat or picking the mat up with the toes. Exhale down to forward fold. And now bend the knees, arms wide coming up. And exhale, mountain pose. Good. Let's step back with the right foot. Do our head to knee, a little bit more work with the hamstrings. And you might want to make this head to knee a little wider. 2 lanes for the feet, but just walk that front foot a little closer to the front of the mat. And I'll bring the hands behind. Bring the elbows in toward the center. Exhale and fold. Draw the left hip back, lift the hands to the ceiling, release the head toward the toes, and breathe. Inhaling, get long through the spine, lifting back up. Still squeezing those arms into the body. Press the hands down toward the floor. Take the gaze to the ceiling. Now move the right hip toward the front of the mat. And coming back up, release the hands and step the right foot up. And take that breath. And step back with the left foot. A little longer this time than you would normally for head to toe. Good. Bring the hands behind, interlace the fingers. And head to knee. Exhaling as you fold forward. One more breath. Good. Inhaling, come up. Strong through the arms, still squeezing the heels of the hands together. Press the hands toward the floor. Take the gaze to the ceiling, and now take that left hip forward. And inhaling up. Release the hands and step forward. How's our balance today? Let's find out. Bring the weight into the left foot. Find your spot on the floor. And then we'll come into tree. So kickstand the right foot. Take a breath. And then bring that right foot where you want it to be. Take the knee to the front and back. Good, all right. Take a breath. And bring the weight over onto the right foot. Again, I'll let you start with the hands at the hips. Kickstand. And then bring the left foot where you want it to be. Hands of prayer to the heart and breathe. And the knees to the front and down. Let's come into just our goddess for just a breath or two. So take the feet a little wide. Toes point away. And then bend those knees. And if you need to turn sideways on your mat for this, that's fine. And then bend those knees, roll the hips under. And right here, you're working to keep those knees back over the feet. So you begin to feel that opening in the hips here. Roll the hips under and then come to cactus arms for goddess. And we'll just stay here for 5 deep breaths. Two more. Keep the neck relaxed. One more deep breath. And as you exhale, straighten the legs, bring the hands down. Bring the feet back onto the mat. All right. Good for the old quads. They're not young anymore. Press down into the mat with the feet. Come up to your mountain pose. Inhale the hands up. Exhale, hinge, forward fold. Take a breath or two right here. Hang out. And if you're of a mind to, you can actually take your hands, put them under the front of the feet. The toes clear up to the wrists. And then release. Good. Come to half lift. And now come back to your plank. Remember those elbows, the hollows of the elbows, the front of the elbows point toward the front of the mat. So you draw the points of the elbows in toward the body. Exhale and lower. And let's come to locust, hands wide, palms down, lifting everything. Point the feet, flex the toes, spread those toes. One more deep breath. Exhaling, take everything down, right side of the face to the mat. And now turn the left side of the face. And bring the hands under the shoulders, lift it back up into table. Take that breath in table. Wag your tail, gentle movements. Cat cow a little bit if you want. Releasing the back. Good. Now bring the feet around to the front. Find Navasana today. And make it your Navasana, extending one leg and the other if you want to do that. Coming to boat, full boat pose, arms, legs straight. Play around here. Come down to canoe. Staying balanced. Pointing the feet, flexing the toes. Good. And lifting back to Navasana. Whoop. Almost lost it. Coming into a tight ball, staying balanced. Extending back to Navasana. And exhaling, lower all the way down through canoe onto your back. So let's take a few breaths in some kind of a restorative pose. Either the bottoms of the feet together, the knees wide, the feet wide, the knees together. Find a block for supported bridge. But just breathe, or nothing at all. Just come into your resting pose. Yeah, I keep finding tight spaces, tight places in the body. Just notice those, breathe, and focus on releasing. While you're here, if you want, you can actually come into cactus arms. So if you're in supported bridge, press with the feet and take the block away. Bring both feet in toward the hips, all the way into the hips, so that you can actually touch the heels with your fingertips. And if you want to have a little bit more, energetic bridge, you can bring your feet in so far that you can actually wrap your fingers around your heels. But make it your bridge, whatever that is. I like the fingers just touching the heels. It feels good to me that way. And now press with the feet, inhaling, lifting the hips. And exhaling, lower. Long, slow inhale as you lift the hips to the ceiling. And exhale and lower. And now inhaling, lift the hips. And kind of roll the shoulder blades under the back with the hips lifted. Bring the hands together, interlace the fingers, squeeze the heels of the hands together, and now press those hands toward the front of the mat as you lift the hips higher up toward the ceiling. Knees toward the center for 3 deep breaths. One more breath. Strong through the arms. And now release the hands, exhale, and bring the hips down. Good, take a breath here, and whatever resting pose is good for you. Bring the left foot onto the right knee. A little pressure on that left knee with the left hand. Just light pressure. Keep that left foot flexed. Figure 4 if you choose. And now bring the right foot down, release the ankle. Find that resting pose for a deep breath in. Exhale and release. And the knees to the ceiling, bring the right ankle onto the left knee. Just gentle pressure with the right hand. Figure 4. And now bring the left foot down, release, and back for one breath in your resting pose. And let's do that full body stretch. Take the legs long, bring the arms behind, inhaling deeply, really spread the fingers, really reach and really press out through the heels as you inhale. And now exhale to your resting pose. Just see how far you can go and completely letting go. little movements and then larger movements. Stretches, stretch some places we didn't stretch. Although I don't know there are that many of them. Good. When you're ready, you can roll to one side, pressing gently up. Yes, that was a Tuesday practice. So thanks for practicing with me today. Namaste. The light in me honors the light in you. You have a wonderful week, and we'll see you next time, either on Friday or next Tuesday online or Friday online or wherever. And we'll see you next time.